I think I may have found the stupidest manga, like really, really dumb. The manga is Virgin Extinction Island. Yes, that's the title. Yep, and as you already are probably thinking, wow, Alex, this is gonna be stupid. Of course it is, and that's what I was looking for. I was looking for something dumb, and I found it. So the title, let's just start here. The title is kind of misleading because this doesn't take place on an island. This story takes place in a big city in Japan. I don't know if they ever mention if it's Tokyo or where it is, but it starts out basically one day, just everybody starts dropping dead. And scientists start to think like, well, can we track what all these people had in common for the reason of dying? That seems like a good first place. And I don't know how they eventually figure this out, and I don't think it matters trying to find loopholes in something like this, but they somehow track that all these people that are dying are virgins and over the age of 18. So a panic starts to spread throughout the city, and everyone starts to figure, well, if I haven't lost my V card, I'm gonna die. Especially if I turn 18, I'm gonna die. And then we find out that that's very, very true. People just start dropping dead left and right. So this manga basically starts right there. It just goes off with a bang, just right from the get. And you kind of follow these young characters at first that, you know, are in high school, haven't slept with anyone, all these things. And it seems like it might go down like a bit of a saucy rabbit hole, but then, it doesn't, which I think is good. It's fun. The only problem is that the characters from the get in this manga are just very bland and boring, and I can never tell if they're trying to take themselves too seriously or not seriously enough. It's a very strange give and take, but at its core, the thing that is redeemable from the beginning of this manga is that the comedy style is very, very stupid, almost in like a South Park kind of way, but somehow dumber. Like the first kind of issue is that these three high school friends are trying to help their one bro like lose his V card, and the main character's kind of lying, saying, oh yeah, I've already done that, you know, like I've gotten laid so much, bro. And they start going to red light districts and things like that. But then of course, as this pandemic starts spreading, prices start skyrocketing in these districts, so they don't have enough money, nor can they legally get in because they're not old enough. And then homeboy's friend that hasn't lost his V card just drops dead right as he turns 18. And so of course the main characters start freaking out. They're like, how are we gonna do this before we turn 18? We're gonna die, and their birthdays are coming up in like a month or two. So naturally the main character goes home and talks to his mom about it, and his mom offers to help him. Yeah. So it gets pretty cursed from that point. Like, he starts just running all over the place, just asking people if they'll sleep with him and yada yada. And him and his homeboy just don't get lucky. And after reading a few volumes, I'm like, is this the whole, like, is this gonna be every episode? Like, just like, oh darn, we didn't get laid. And I kind of think that's exactly what happens. As far as I know, this manga is finished, but I think it got axed because everywhere I looked on the internet, it seems to be pretty like unknown as to what happened to it. Like, it kind of got a little wrap up, but no one's really sure what happened, and I think that's okay because again, it's pretty dumb. Like, this is a manga that I would definitely say only read if you've got maybe an excessive amount of time on your hands, or you're just looking to rot your brain a bit. But I mean, I think that the funniest part at the core of a manga like this is like, okay, so you're gonna die if you don't lose your V card, right? And they're like, well, we can't sleep with these girls because girls don't want to sleep with you when you just run up to them and ask if you could sleep with them. Insane. It's like, maybe just like, just like sleep with your bro. I'm just saying, like, if your life is on the line, you got a good homie there, like, just like, just like give a little no homo. It's nothing wrong with that. It's you're saving each other's lives, you know? Like, I don't see what the problem was. I don't know why. The only reason that was so funny to me is because it was like, that was like such a non-considered option to them throughout the whole manga. Like, that would be worse than death. Just like, you know, banging one out with your homies. That is somehow worse than dying. I'm like, dude, just it's not that bad. You'll be all right. You'll be okay, and you'll live, and then you can go date and whatever. And I also think it's funny that in this manga, only men are the ones that are suffering. And I don't know if that gets like some clarity at some point, but only men that are virgins are the ones that are dying. I from the first few volumes I read didn't see any mention of women just dropping dead and going, and yeah, so it's strange. And again, I don't think this is supposed to be a manga that's like completely entirely picked apart. Like, from what I've seen, at some point there's like a panel of Trump in this manga, and I guess correct me if that's fake news, but it gets pretty unhinged and wild, which I was looking for fairly enough. But at the end of, as far as I've read, I'm not really sure how to feel about it. I have very mixed feelings. Like, it's entertaining at some points and it's really stupid at some points, but after just a few volumes or chapters, like, I was kind of just at awe as to like, how could you really continue this? Like, it just seems like, how do you keep it going, you know? Just like the MC's just trying to get laid the whole series. Like, is that supposed to be interesting? And I'm also still salty about like how in the title, like, it's Virgin Extinction Island, and there's no island. I thought they were gonna start shipping these guys off to go like have like, you know, V-card warfare or something, and they're just in the city just dropping dead because they're not getting laid. The other interesting aspect of this manga is it does kind of go into like some geopolitical stuff about like, you know, prices and supply and demand and things like that, which I mean, it might not interest most people, but I thought like of everything in this, it might be, if you have to pick at things that are interesting, it was something that it's got a little pull. I mean, I thought it was kind of fun that they're like, hey, well, the prices in the red light district are they're in our hands now. They're crazy. We can charge people whatever we want. And, you know, good political commentary. Why not? Anyway, yeah, if you need a stupid manga, read this one if you got some extra time. If not, I mean, whatever. It's good, dumb fun. And if you like good, dumb fun, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and drop a comment. Love to chat with you. And I'll see you next time, weebs, all right? Bye.